So, will I get a sugar overdose if I eat all fruit? You know, people think that sugar is so bad, you know, we can't have sugar, we can't have sugar. And you know, if you're eating only fruit, you're getting the majority of your calories coming from sugar. So a lot of people will use that as an argument against the fruit diet and say, it's too much sugar, that's just way too much sugar, too much sugar. And so let's just talk about that a little bit. First of all, you want to realize, you know, sugar is a nutrient. It's produced by plants. It's a type of carbohydrate. If you eat, say, starch, potatoes, that sort of thing, bread, which is not all sugar, mostly starch, that's like sugar molecules bound together to form a larger molecule that we call starch. And that will just be broken down in your digestive system to simple sugars, because your body can't actually use starch, but it can use sugar. So eating bread and starch and all these things will just break it down into sugar, because your body actually uses sugar as a fuel in the cells. So, you know, sugar is a great nutrient and there's no reason to fear it. However, the negative press that we've heard about sugar comes from studies done on high fructose corn syrup, or refined sugar. So when people say sugar, they often actually refer to refined sugar. And refined sugar, the problem with refined sugar is that it's only sugar. There's nothing else in there. There's no minerals, no fiber, no vitamins, no water. There's nothing but sugar. And that's what's called empty calories, because you're getting all the calories from the sugar, but you're not getting any of the other nutrients. So it's a deficient product, and it will actually make you deficient. If you would rely completely on that, you would be deficient. You wouldn't get any protein, you wouldn't get any fat, that sort of thing. Interestingly enough, oil is also a refined product, empty calories, even though people seem to think oil is like great. But oil, if anything, I'd say oil is worse than sugar. But again, oil is a refined product, empty calories, nothing but fat. Back to the sugar. So these studies have found numerous negative effects about sugar, refined sugar that is. And those effects are related to the fact that this is a product without associated nutrients. You know, when you're eating something without fiber, without water, you're not filling up your stomach, you're not getting satisfaction the way you should be when you're eating, and that's why people tend to overeat on total calories and therefore gain weight when they're having a lot of refined foods in their diet. So refined sugar in your diet, you know, it may cause you to overeat, but then again, sugar is so satisfying. You see, our body relies on sugar for optimal satiation. So when we're eating, have you noticed how sugar sort of just kills your appetite? That's why our parents, they always said, you know, don't eat candy or anything like that, chocolate, before your dinner or something like that, because you won't have any appetite for dinner. Sugar is very satisfying. And if it comes together with fiber and water and other nutrients, so that we actually fill our stomach with it in something like fruit, it's the optimal food. It satisfies us, it gives us easily digestible fuel. Fuel that we can just easily uptake. We don't even have to digest it necessarily. It's already in the form of fructose, glucose, goes straight into our bloodstream. But here's the thing though, people think, oh, eating fruit, getting so much sugar, it's too much sugar. It will cause blood sugar problems. But you see, the reason why refined sugar causes blood sugar issues is because it goes into the bloodstream too quickly due to not having fiber and water. So now that you're eating fruit, it comes with fiber and with water, and that slows down the uptake into the bloodstream. So there is no issues with fruit causing blood sugar imbalances like that. It's not going into the bloodstream too quickly. It's regulated by the fact that there is fiber. Fiber holds the water and the sugar together in a mass in your intestines, and slowly you'll sort of digest it and uptake the sugar. So it's not the same as, you know, drinking a soda or even a juice, or just like dumping a whole bunch of refined sugar into your stomach. It's not the same. And you know, these studies done on high fructose corn syrup, they explicitly state that fruit is not the same. Fruit is alright, fruit is good, Sugar is bad, but fruit is good. That's what they say anyway. Another interesting thing to note here is the fact that by eating a low-fat diet, you are able to process the sugar much better, because diabetes, type 2 anyway, and most people's blood sugar issues is not caused by sugar per se. Sugar is involved, obviously, it's about blood sugar, but the question is why? Why is the blood sugar going too high and too low, and why is the blood sugar not stable? And that's because of insulin. And insulin is not able to function properly when there's too much fat in the bloodstream. Insulin is supposed to take sugar out of the bloodstream and into the cell, like an usher, moving it out of the bloodstream. But when there's too much fat, we develop something called insulin resistance, which is essentially insulin is not functioning the way it should. So too much fat in the diet causes blood sugar issues. And again, people blame the sugar. You know, they eat a lot of fat, and even most foods that people think are high sugar foods, like donuts and that sort of thing, it's actually a high fat food. So they're eating a high fat diet, and then they're eating refined sugar, and then you go like, oh my god, you know, sugar causes blood sugar issues, sugar causes diabetes, sugar causes me to get fat, etc, etc, etc. Whereas in reality, eliminate the high fat diet, eliminate the refined sugar, and eat a sugar diet of fruit, and there's no issues. In fact, it's an excellent diet, full of minerals, full of vitamins. I mean, nutrients per calorie in fruit is just looking great. Protein, fats, everything is there. So I don't see a need to worry about sugar, too much sugar on a raw food diet, too much sugar on a fruit-based diet. The sugar comes with associated nutrients in the fruit. It's a whole food. So there's none of the issues of, you know, blood sugar. There's none of the issues of eating too much without noticing or whatever. It comes with fiber and water. It fills you up. Fruit is an excellent, excellent food. There's no doubt about it. Everyone agrees. There's no science against fruit. There's just people talking against fruit because they see this limited science about sugar and they apply it to fruit, whereas it's not really applicable. So there's no actual strikes against fruit. Quite on the contrary, most studies done on nutrition agree that a diet rich in fruits and vegetables is the best diet we could eat. So keep your fat intake low though, you know, below like 10 to 15% of total calories. That's what seems to be the best. That way your ability to process the sugar is going to be the best, and you're going to feel the most satisfied, and you're going to get the most nutrients into your body, and it's just overall the best ratio of macronutrients. 80-10-10 seems to be the average perfect ratio to strive for, but you know, it varies over time anyway, so just be flexible but keep it generally low fat wise. Alright, I hope that clears up a little bit about the sugar issue for some people there, and if you want to learn more, you can go to our website at sweetnaturalliving.com, where we have a free e-booklet about how to get started with the raw food diet. We have a FAQ there, free, and also we do coaching if you need some personal assistance in your journey towards getting healthier, that sort of thing. So thanks for watching. Eat your sugar, eat your fruit which has sugar in it. Avoid refined sugar, avoid eating too much fat, and just rely on whole foods, plants, fruits, and vegetables to a lesser degree if you want to. Second best diet would be potatoes, rice, corn, sweet potatoes, all that sort of good stuff that is still high in carbohydrates, low in fat, high in nutrients that are necessary for human health. Fruits and vegetables, sugar all day long, it's all good. By the way, my blood sugar is stable. I've done several tests at the doctor's. I'll make a video another time where I show my blood test results, but my blood sugar is good as long as I keep my fat intake low, though I notice as soon as I increase my fat intake I get some issues. So alright, thanks for watching, see you around.